Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another dumpster diving or skip diving video for you today. So in case you're new to this, essentially dumpster diving is where you can find unwanted things from other people in a dumpster or a skip. In my case, it's usually actually things that I found discarded out on the street. So often in my area where I live, in South London, people will actually leave unwanted items outside their homes, quite often with a sign on them that says, "Please take me," and then you're welcome to help yourself to those items and bring them home. So I've picked up a few bits recently when I've been out on my walks, and I wanted to share those pieces with you. Before we get into this, I just want to add a quick disclaimer to check what the laws are in your area if you are going to be looking in any dumpsters or skips or taking any discarded items, because it does vary from place to place. Technically here in the UK, the contents of the skip belongs to the person throwing it out, even though they are discarding it. So do always ask permission wherever you can. I don't want anybody getting into any trouble. I always give everything a really thorough wash anyway, but at the current time, of course, it is really important to make sure everything is thoroughly disinfected as well before you bring it into your home. So let's get into a little haul of all the pieces that I've got to show you that I picked up recently, and then I thought we'll do a couple of upcycles on some of the pieces. So we'll have a quick sip of the coffee and then we'll get into this. But yeah, I have been seeing lots of things being discarded recently. I think where people have had more time at home to be clearing things out and not being able to donate stuff to the charity shop, it seems like they're just leaving them outside with a little sign saying, "Please take me," and these things can go on to a good home. And if you're new here, do click subscribe. I post videos every single week, and I've also done some of these videos previously, so there's lots of dumpster kind of stuff on my channel and lots of upcycle videos as well. So the first thing that I've got to tell you about is actually sitting right here behind me. I spied this the other day when I was out on my walk, and I thought, ooh, I've got a little idea for that. And I went back again a couple of evenings later and it was still there discarded, so I lugged it home. That was a workout, and we have a pallet crate here. So we have a pallet crate and also a sheet of hardboard behind me. I think the two were kind of parts of the same thing, if that makes sense. But anyway, I've got a nice sheet of hardboard back there and the pallet crate, and I'm actually sitting on my landing today. I don't think I've ever filmed here apart from when I did the stairs makeover. This is a little spot that I'm going to be doing a makeover on, so I've got a radiator behind this, and I thought we could do a radiator cover with this. So that video will be coming soon for you. I'm hoping to get that one shot and uploaded by next Friday, but that may be a little bit ambitious, but it is definitely on the way soon. So that's the first thing, that's the biggest item that I've got, and the piece of hardboard behind me. There's so many things that you can make from pallet crates as well. If you go onto Pinterest, you can see chairs, you can see artworks. There's so many different things you can do with these. It's a great way to make some pieces of furniture with really affordable or free wood. Okay, the next thing that I've got to show you is something quite unusual. It's this wooden, I want to say kind of like a chandelier. I'm not sure exactly what it is. So it's kind of flat pack, as you can see. So it had a cable tie in there, but I took that off when I washed this. And yeah, it's just made out of plyboard, and it's been slotted together, so it probably comes apart. But I thought we could have some fun with this and make something with that. Quite an interesting shape. I thought if I had a big tree, it'd be quite nice hanging in the garden, but I've got something in mind for this, so we'll be doing that in a little bit. So yeah, pleased with that one. I also picked up this, which I think is an old draining board. In fact, I'm pretty certain, but it's obviously broken, so it's only got two pieces remaining. And I just really liked the wooden slats on this. It reminds me of some of the things that you see in H&M Home at the moment, like some of the planters or some of the wooden benches that I've been admiring recently. So I thought we could definitely do something with this. So stay tuned, I will be doing a little upcycle on this one as well in the video today. And then I got a wheel it in. Oi oi, we've got a wheel, a bike wheel. So I spied this, and the lady was actually in her garden who just discarded it. And I thought, that looks like a good wheel. So I said to her, is it okay if I take this? And she said, absolutely, it's free to take. And yeah, we have a nice solid big bike wheel, so I'm definitely going to be doing something with this. That's going to be coming in a future video for you. You may have seen Dainty Diaries did a really brilliant upcycle with a bike wheel. I'll link that video for you if you want to check it out. So stay tuned and you'll see what I come up with this one. I've got a few ideas in mind. I actually asked on my Instagram for some suggestions and lots of brilliant ideas have come in. Hanging it this way for the garden to make a chandelier, and also hanging it this way with pegs on to display some photographs. Planters was another idea. All sorts of things I can do with this, and I've been having a good old scroll, so I'm actually a little bit torn as to which idea I'm going to go with, but I'm very excited to get cracking with that one. The next thing that I've got to show you is actually two of these. I think this is one of my favourite finds of recent years, potentially, definitely recent months or weeks. You can barely see it because it is see-through, and it's this Perspex side table with curved edges, and this came as a pair, so there's a second one that's actually downstairs in the living room. You may have seen it in my backdrop, but you may not have noticed it because, as I say, it is see-through. So quite a nice pair of tables, and I really like this design. I think it's really clever if you've got a small space to use something like this, because it kind of doesn't take up any room, even though it does, and you can put things on it. So a nice space-saving idea. And these still are available in stores. I've seen them in quite a few different home shops, and some of them are quite expensive, others are more reasonable. I know that Argos do some that are quite reasonable. If I can find them at a good price, I'll pop them in the description box for you in case you fancy getting a pair yourself. But yeah, I just think it's a really clever design because, as I say, with the curved edge and the fact that it's see-through, it kind of blends away into nothing. So it feels like it's not taking up any space within the room. And this one sits under the window in the bedroom, and it's just nice to put a few bits on for when I'm getting ready in the morning. So the next thing, where are you? Here we are. I've got a lampshade. So this was being discarded. It was on a bin, and inside it has gold, as you can see. And then the outside is this nice, would you call that teal? It's kind of like a navy blue, but I feel like it's got a hint of green in it. Only a hint, more blue. But yeah, really nice. And I thought we could definitely do something with that. So stay tuned to see what I come up with. And then we have some books. So lots of people have been putting boxes out with books inside them, also some DVDs I've spied as well, saying please help yourself. So had a little rummage in some of these, and the first books that I picked up were a couple of wedding books. So the first one that I picked up is Don'ts for Weddings. So it's this small little book, and I thought Kate might quite like this, Kate McCabe here on YouTube, who was meant to be getting married this weekend, but who was meant to be getting married this year and is now getting married next year. She's had to postpone her wedding, unfortunately, but it is going to be going ahead next year. So I thought she might like this, although it says Don'ts for Weddings, so I wonder if it's actually for wedding guests. Maybe I should hang on to it and have a little read through. But it's got all sorts of tips in here, and yeah, just things not to do, I suppose, when you're getting married. So it might be handy. It's just kind of like a nice little novelty book. So I'll pop that to one side for Kate. And then the other one that I found was Top Tips for Brides. This one says you've made one of the biggest decisions in your life, you're getting married. Top Tips for Brides presents ingenious ideas and stress-busting solutions for any bride-to-be to help you walk down the aisle in style, pose for some perfect pictures, and make your reception a night to remember. There we go. So yeah, lots of tips in here. It actually says on the front here, it's got like a little note for somebody, and I always think that's really interesting when books have got like the little gift note in. And you think, what's the story here? Why are they discarding this? Anyway, we won't go into that, but that one will be going to Kate as well when I see her. And then I picked up this one that I've been reading. This is called Love, Simon, and this is a young adult fiction, I would describe it as, but really entertaining, and I've been really enjoying reading it. I was looking for something like a nice easy read, and it's a really uplifting story. As you can see, I'm about halfway through that, and I've been really enjoying it. And it's also a motion picture from 20th Century Fox now, so I think I'll have a little watch of that once I've got through the book. It's quite nice to watch a film once you've read the book, isn't it? And the next book that I found is this one. It's called How to Be a Boss, A Guide to Conquering Life Rather Than Surviving Life by Lily Singh. It says here, Lily Singh isn't just a superstar, she's a superwoman, which is also the name for a wildly popular YouTube channel. I've not actually come across her on YouTube before, but I'll definitely have a little look and flick through this, and of course, if it's not my thing, then I'll be passing it on or donating it to the charity shops once they reopen. Whenever I do come across a kind of like self-help book like that, I always think it's a sign I'm meant to read this book, it's going to change my life, so I can't help picking them up. I do it in the charity shops as well, but particularly if I see one that's free, I think I must read that. I must at least give it some of my attention, because you never know, it might be life-changing. The next book that I found is called The Cows Don't Follow the Herd, and this is by Dawn O. Porter, and it says, a smart, kind, incredibly truthful book about all the shame, judgment and envy and love that being alive and female entails. So it sounds really interesting. I always quite like reading a bit of female fiction, or books that are aimed at women, so yeah, absolutely no issue with that. If I like the book, of course I'll read it regardless, so I'll see how that goes, and again, if it's not for me, I will be passing it on and redonating it. And then, is that it? Is that everything? So that is everything that I've found recently, so now let's get cracking with the upcycles. So I'm going to start with this piece here. I had a few different ideas for this, as I say, including hanging it up and making some kind of chandelier with it, but I think it would actually make quite a nice lamp base. So in order to stand it up, I can use these as the legs, but I'll just need to trim this down a little bit. So I'm going to saw off just a little bit here to make this all level. So I'm just starting off by measuring in line with these points, just to get rid of this center section here, which is obviously going to be sticking out. And I think we're talking, I'm not even sure if this is straight, maybe we should do it to there and see how that goes.
I've been gone, but haven't done much healing. It's pretty clear to me, kinda strange how I can take a beating from my better self. It's like no one else even really scratches the surface, 'cause nobody gets.
So I've just dug out this light fitting that I actually picked up at a car boot sale. I think originally this was from IKEA, so I'm going to try and use this one. And before I go to the trouble of attaching this, I'm just going to check that it's working. So I've popped a little light bulb in. Eee, perfect. Okay, so let's get this attached into the lamp base. So what I'm going to do is thread this in so that it's kind of in between all of these pieces, which already have some pre-drilled holes in here. So I thought if I thread some wire through that, hopefully this will just stand up. This won't need to support the lamp because the lamp will actually sit on the wood here. So I'm not too worried about it being a tiny bit wobbly, so long as it's kind of held upright in place. So I've got some florist wire here. So I'm going to take a piece of this, and I'm going to start by wrapping a piece around the top here.
I'm looking for faith, looking for love in every direction. Looking for someone to show me the way when my map is torn up. Give me a light when my torch is blown out. Let me escape from my hideout.
And I think that's enough to kind of hold it in place. I'll probably leave it there because I think if I put a piece here, it will show. Yeah, that seems to be doing the job. So what I can always do is maybe add some string or something to cover that once I've got this all painted. Now let's choose some paint. I think I'm going to go for this furniture paint. I've used this so many times, but I think the ink blue on this will tie in really nicely with the lampshade that I'm going to be using. And I'm using an egg box to keep the paint in today, because I thought this would be quite handy to prop the brush in. Usually I use a shoe box, but I thought, as I had an egg box, that's what we would use today.
I give up all of my little addictions, but I'm still stuck with some tough decisions, yeah. Now I'm up against the wall, and I'm looking for your attention. it's not getting any braver. 'Cause nobody gets me. I'm looking for faith, looking for love in every direction. I'm looking for someone to show me the way when my map is torn up. Give me a light when my torch is blown out.
So all that remains to do is pop the lamp on the top and switch it on. So there we go, let me know what you think of it.
I give up all of my little addictions, but I'm still stuck with some tough decisions, yeah. Now I'm up against the wall.
So next up I'm going to take the draining board, I've given it another rinse off, and we're going to attach some chains to it to support this and make this into a shelf. So I've got these chains that I actually had from a previous DIY, they were from a hanging basket from Poundland. So I'm going to take off a couple of these using some pliers. So now I have two chains that are an equal length, ready to go. And then we're going to attach the first part of the chain onto this part so it can give it some support. So I'm just going to go in with some of these tiny little hooks or eyelets. And now that those are in place, we can attach our chain. And then we want to measure up to where this is going to support, remembering to keep this part at a right angle, just about there. Then I'm going to go in with my next eyelet. And then I'm going to undo this side and attach this part of the chain to that one. And then do the same with the other side. And there we go. Next up, I'm just going to drill a couple of holes in the top part just so that I can have somewhere to put the screws in to hang it up. So there we go, I really hope you enjoyed this dumpster diving, skip diving, upcycle video with me. Let me know what you thought of the DIYs in the comments, and let me know if you found anything recently as well. I know this is probably a slightly more common thing here where I live. I know that it's not everywhere that people sort of do this, but you never know. Have you found anything recently? I'd love to know. Or if you haven't found anything recently, let me know what your best find has been, if you have ever found anything in the past. If you are new here, do click subscribe. I would love for you to stick around and give the video a little thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.